Hello, it's me, Rendi again. Nice to see you all, even though I can't see any of you because I'm talking to a camera right now. Let's get into the video. For today's video, I wanted to go over the progress of my new level 3 account I've been streaming over on kick.com/Rendi. And that is the level 3 Firecape 1-all stat account. I've been progressing this account to make it a masterpiece. This account has Priest and Peril done, Fremennik Trials done, a Firecape, and you'll find out much more, all as a level 3 account. Being the lowest combat in the game, of course, which is what I like to play on. I'm known for doing lower the better content all the time, so I decided, why not start playing on this level 3? I didn't just make it just to get a Firecape on it. I could get 99 Slayer, I could get all kinds of things. I could get a hard hilt, I could be the first combat level 3 with a hard hilt, the first combat 3 with maybe Perilous Moon's Quest done, maybe even the first level 3 with a Bloodhound Pet or a Lil Zik pet. I don't know, we could make this the most unique level 3 account possible, and level 3 fits my playstyle entirely because, once again, I'm known for doing things at the lowest level. So that's what I'm going to go over today, is the account progression I've been witnessing on this new account and how much I've been enjoying it. It's a little bit different from the Defense Pierce Saga series. I'm not an Iron Man, but I'm a level 3 with 1-all stats on the skill or high scores, going for all kinds of things. And now we have a Firecape and we have an ultra rare account with Priest and Peril and Fremennik Trials done. So let's make this account the best thing we possibly can. Also, I did promise I would make more classic videos if that comment got 500 upvotes on my last video, and it did. So classic videos probably in about 3 videos from now. So probably towards the end of August, maybe early September is when I plan for another classic video release. Of course, I have to please the audience. That's my job, so we're gonna do it. Why not? Hopefully I remember my login though to that server, because it's been a while. I don't even know if I remember my username. So if anyone's listening on that server, help me out, help me remember, because I don't know where it is. I haven't been on it in 6 months. I'm sorry. Once again, we're doing a lot of this video in person, in front of the camera. I want to prepare you for my side channel, Rendi versus the World. I'll be doing more content on there, so I want you to get familiar with my face. The content over there is not going to be as goofy or insane as it used to be, but it's still going to be something. It's going to be something, and I plan on doing it very frequently coming here soon. I've had a lot of life changes in a short period of time happen recently, and so I've decided, why not, take on the opportunity of change and do something new for once. And once again, just recording my face on the video, that's new, so get used to it. It's not going away. I'm sorry. So this account was the level 3. About 2 videos ago, I did the 3 combat Firecape on with 1-all stats in just the brink of time, and that's no longer really possible, at least with the way I did it. It's going to be much harder, if not totally impossible. So I am the only level 3 with 1-all stats in the game currently, along with all these other things, because I did this on one of my 2 unique accounts I had, and I've messed up the first one entirely, but this one I actually got it done on, even with that poor internet connection, by going to the Airbnb. So I want to progress on this account. It's one of a kind, literally, and I want to see what I can do on it. Maybe go for a Lil Zik pet since it has Mortania access, maybe even a Bloodhound pet eventually. I'll get into that later in this video, but I think it will be possible. It's just going to take a lot of time or a lot of GP or both. You'll see that by the thumbnail clicking this video probably. But before we get into the adventures of this new unique level 3 account, I want to give a shout out to today's sponsor for the video, and that is War Thunder. War Thunder is the most comprehensive vehicle combat game to date, with over 2,500 different vehicles you can choose from, all based on historical references. It's now available for free on PC and consoles. You can take command of the tanks, planes, helicopters, ships, and all of these vehicles from 10 different nations. These are historically accurate vehicles ranging from biplanes you see and other vehicles you see all the way back from the 1920s. You can join a massive worldwide community of over 70 million players in epic PvP battles today and delve into the breathtaking experience that is War Thunder. In this game, there's an unmatched wealth of high quality content you can discover, and there's simply no game better suited for fans of military history. My favorite part about War Thunder is it's heavily optimized. War Thunder runs on the in-house developed Dagger engine, which I realized delivered a lag-free experience with impressive visuals and high frame rates even on lower end machines. And yeah, surprisingly, my PC is really not that great, but I had no issues with these amazing graphics. So once again, War Thunder is available for free on PC, Xbox, or PlayStation. If you sign up using my link in the pinned comment or the description box below, you'll get a massive bonus pack for new and returning players that haven't played for at least 6 months. In the bonus pack, you can expect an exclusive vehicle decorator, 100,000 silver lions, and 7 days of a premium account. This bonus pack is also available only for a limited time, so make sure and check out that link in the description below. So this account Right off the bat, it's wild. It's already got crazy rare items and quests completed on it, but we gotta, you know, perfect it, make it the best level 3 in the game, at least the rarest level 3 in the game, and most unique. I mean, actually, it probably already is. But we're gonna make it look cooler, okay? We're gonna make it look more badass. That's what we're gonna do here today. The main thing I want to talk about today, and what a huge goal for this account is going to be, is that I want to collect the Bloodhound Pet as a level 3 combat account. This has never been done before, and there's a few reasons for why. It's because most of the master clue steps a level 3 definitely cannot do. A huge portion of those are from the hot and cold steps. I can't do making history. That quest gives prayer XP, and that is how you get the actual orb to find the locations to kill the NPCs for the hot and cold steps, and that's over 140 steps right there, just wiped out of the park. Another few steps that most level 3s can't do is follow the bard steps, and that's because it requires Fremennik Trials to be completed to actually talk to him and do these steps. Luckily, we have a level 3 account with Fremennik Trials done, and it's one of a handful in the entire game. As well, we have Montaigne access on this account from Priests in Peril, and from a way I got in years ago. I've been saving this account for a special occasion like this, and there are many clue steps in the Montaigne region that this account can do. So although there is still way more than half the steps in the entire master clue log that this account can't do, it can do many more steps than an average level 3 can. So my plan for tackling this is basically getting a lot of money. I want a lot of money from dragon implings mainly, along with all the other impling jars, and I want to open those and exchange the elite, hard, easy, and medium clue scrolls from the jars for a master clue scroll at Watson. Here now with the new clue scroll timer update, you can juggle these untradeable items for an hour at a time on the ground, and therefore if I get a step I can't complete, I'll simply drop that clue and pick up my other master clue right there near Watson and continue on the process from there. If I max out this account's stats, get all the requirements I possibly can as level 3 for master clues, and use some of the follow the bard steps where you actually show items to him, you don't need to equip them, you can just use the item on him. A level 3 can actually do a lot of those steps, and I think I'll be able to complete around 40% of master clue steps, meaning if I pull a master clue that I can't do, that's going to be at least another one on average. So a master clue is on average 7 steps long. If I need a little bit more than that, we're going to be looking at 16 clue scrolls for one completion. So 16 master clues on average about for one master clue completion, and that adds up to a lot of money. Dragon implings have a rate of dropping elite clues at a 1 in 50 chance and are between 500 and 600,000 coins each in the grand exchange, meaning each elite clue is going to be around 25 to 30 mil, and times that by about 16 for being how many on average I'll need to turn in for a singular master clue completion, and that's going to roughly come to around 500 mil per master clue completion. Now keep in mind these are very large estimates and guesstimations, but I'm thinking that this goal, if I am on rate, is going to take about 500 bill therefore to complete for a 1 in 1,000 chance at the Bloodhound Pet. Yeah, 500 bill, not mil, 500 bill. So if you want to help me out, come to my Kick stream while you're watching this. Maybe live. Come donate me some money. Give me all your money. All right, that's what the whole premise of this video is. I'm kidding, but maybe, sure, I'll take it. And that's what I've been having done over on my Kick stream, is a lot of people have been giving me GP, and I've been taking only GP donations instead of real life donations over there. So we are at 10 bill as of now, but we got a lot of donations off just streaming over the course of a couple of months. And yeah, 10 bill is a lot of money, but we're still only 2% of the way to the final goal. If we are on rate, we could get spooned, or we could go dry, and it could be even upwards of 1 trill, hence the thumbnail. So you never know what's going to happen. This is all RNG, and we're just going to spend as much money as possible on dragon implings, I think, and hopefully have it handed to us early. If not, then my secondary plan is to gather medium clues and just juggle a bunch of those, opening the caskets at Entrana, and that as well could take a very long period of time, but obviously less money. If you do medium clues, you eventually do average out and profit from the ranger boots alone, but just barely. So I wouldn't be losing money if I did medium clues, but you know, it would be a very slow process, and I would need to juggle 15 master clues from medium clues at a time. So maybe 600 medium clue caskets on Entrana for one master clue completion. That's like a week of medium clues for one master clue. So 1 week equals 1 master clue, or we pay 400 mil. I don't know what would be quicker, gathering money or what. I haven't done the calculations. As you can tell, we're kind of just spitfiring these ideas off here. So besides clues, besides the Bloodhound pet, I'm also looking for maybe Lil Zik on this account, which would be the first level 3 with his pet because it has Mortania access, and it's probably only one of 2 accounts that are level 3 that has Mortania access. It's the only one that showed up on the high scores for skill orders with Tob KC, as you can see here. So we're already unique in that aspect. I have to pay a lot of money for Tob leeches, so a lot of the money donated will be going towards this as well, just on the side casually. It won't be happening that often. I also still have payment left over from what I already gave my team for the Defense Saga series that we're using for some of those KC, and maybe I'll get spooned a Lil Zik pet as well as a Bloodhound. Who knows? Another goal I wanted to overcome was the hard hilt. No level 3's done it before, and that's because we can do Tob tasks, so it gives us a little bit of head start, but also we'll need to be doing some of the more unorthodox crazy tasks on this account to get to the entire threshold to hit the hard hilt. Yeah, normally people would say hard hilt, hard combat achievements, that's easy. Well, normally it is, but on a level 3, it's never been done. Barely any level 3s even have medium hilts, and the requirements for this are going to be quite a bit, along with a lot of alt accounts and a lot of unique methods that you'll see likely in the next episode more of. Eventually, maybe I even want a Slayer hood. I'm going to need 83 Slayer anyways for one of the master clue steps, but there's one problem with this. I don't want over 60 agility because then I'll get Bloodveil tasks in the wilderness, and apparently those aren't that good, and it's good to block off some of these tasks early on if you are doing a whole 83 or even 99 Slayer grind. So I want to stay under 60 agility on this account, but also I want Graceful. I just want Graceful now. I want a colored set of Graceful. So I went to the Brimhaven agility arena, and whenever this got updated, I ran through it very quickly, got the tickets for Graceful in like 2 hours because there was a way you could log out, restart, and then go tag the first pillar over and over again for a quick amount of tickets. Got a head start to agility, and then continued on to the Canifis course because once again we have 1 per Mortania access on this account, and that's a very good spot for Marks of Grace. And I would wait on the last obstacle in the course, and people would bring me fires. I would get fire making XP because I needed 90 fire making anyways for a Sherlock step, as well for just hitting the max hit of Poison Dynamite, which is 4, which will be helpful on some of the combat achievement tasks later on, like Corp, where damage is halved, and other things have a higher chance of going off with a higher damage because the HP from the NPC won't regen back up to full, and therefore you'll be able to kill it. We'll get into a lot of that next time. I even needed 90 fire making technically before I could do Demon Slayer, because while wearing the Demon Bane weapon I risked actually hitting on the demon and getting XP, and with 90 fire making I could max hit a 7 with the Demon Bane weapon equipped and actually one hit Delrith. Yeah, 90 fire making for Demon Slayer quest, the F2P shit quest. So yeah, after literally days and days, hours and hours of waiting around on the last obstacle of the rooftop, I got enough Marks of Grace to recolor my Graceful kit, and I got a lot of fire making XP thanks to a lot of the chat and the viewers in the stream. Once again, thanks to them as well for donating GP for a lot of the combat achievements and for future implings and for that master clue grind in the future as well. So why the Canifis thing works is because every 2 minutes there's a chance of a new Mark of Grace spawning whenever you climb down, then climb back up to the new set of obstacles. The Canifis course has different planes. It's got a floor 2 and a floor 3, so you don't always see the Mark of Grace right away, but there's like a 50-50 chance on the Canifis course specifically. It's got the highest chance to spawn a Mark of Grace. So I calc this all out, and I should actually be exactly 59 agility, almost 60, before I get enough Marks of Grace to get the full Graceful kit and then recolor. And yes, you have to get the entire Graceful kit to recolor it blue at the Brimhaven Agility Arena. So you can't just get a piece and recolor it. No, you have to get the whole thing. So I barely got these. So we don't get Bloodveil task still. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and now get the blue Graceful. And there we go. Thanks to my chat as well for helping me with fire making XP. I got some fletching XP as well because there's a Sherlock step for fletching XP for master clues as well. There's a lot more skills I'll need to do, as well as a lot more quests that I'll need to complete for all the master clue steps. Also, along with wanting to stay low agility, I needed to wait to do some quests as well. I could not yet do rat catchers as well as the feud because I did not want 39 thieving for a pirate task in the wilderness. I didn't want to have to deal with that because there's a lot of PKs around there. And yeah, we're once again trying to filter all our tasks out perfectly using kind of like the JCW method of doing Slayer on a level 3. I don't know yet if we're going to get 83 or 99 Slayer, but optimally on a route for a full completionist level 3, I would want to get 99 Slayer before I was to even touch the rest of those quests to get thieving up, such as the feud and rat catchers, and then before I even get, you know, my agility, because I do need some agility for master clue steps as well. So I don't know if I'm going to stop at 83 or go full forward to 99 Slayer before touching either of those skills. That's yet to be decided. I also took on some quests because I need quests for different areas for access to Master Clue Steps. Also, I just want to complete as many quests as possible on this account, and I believe that's going to be around 139 quest points currently until they update and add some more quests. That's very close to the 150 quest point requirement for blocking 3 Slayer tasks, so who knows, maybe someday I can hit that and be the first level 3 to hit that, because I can do quests like this one right here. I can do Creature of Frankenstein, which also pairs into Garden of Tranquility. I can also access Miscellanea because I've done Fremennik Trials for some of the miscellaneous steps for Master Clues. And yeah, I just think there's a huge future for this account, and we're gonna get to see level 3 combat content that we've never seen before, which kind of excites me just looking back at these clips, honestly, because level 3 combat I feel like is very much associated to my brand, and I love playing on a level 3 account. It's just very refreshing. It's a good break from the defense series for now. Also, because we have Priest and Peril done, I'm able to get some even more quest points, like Shades of Morton here. I was able to lure 1 shade at a time into this small hut so I could actually kill it. It's kind of annoying. I had to get a splash weapon on because it goes back into its shade form often, but with the splash weapon you always hit a 0. I'll never sacrifice my XP, and eventually, yes, this will literally die to my recoil, and it will count as long as I get a poison dynamite off on it at the start for a 1 kill credit. You need 5 kill credit for this quest, and you do need to sacrifice 25 prayer XP for this quest, which I'm willing to do. The combat stats, the combat XP on this account is already kind of scuffed because I did have to poison some of the 180s in the fight caves while getting the fire cape, and I don't really care about combat XP. It's already scuffed. Who cares? Give me the 25 prayer XP. Give me the quest points, and there we go. Shades of Morton is completed. I'm also going to knock out everything for Slayer as early as possible, like achievement diaries. I'm going to put those lamps on Slayer. I'm going to, you know, do all the achievement diaries I can, like kill this duck here even. I'll also be spending some of my Nightshade to make Poison Dynamite a lot for this account, and then I'll even have to harvest some of my own later on inside the actual Watchtower quest, which is going to require Poison Dynamite to begin with to kill one of the ogres to get to that part of the quest with the cave. There's other diaries I end up completing, such as Karamja Diary, and speaking of not caring about XP, I even did the Desert Diary. Yeah, I sacrificed 20 Strength XP opening a Desert Sarcophagi just to get the diary done, because I'm like, I'm going full level 3 completionist on this account. Why not? Like, literally, it's already got combat XP, and for some reason, luckily, Strength was my lowest combat XP out of any stat, so I really am still not even close to this level 2 strength, and all my other stats are still level 1. I'm still on the skiller high scores, and that's kind of the whole purpose of this account. I also learned some unique skilling methods as a level 3, such as fire bombing, which is literally fire making into one-tick karamboning and then moving around. I did this a lot in many locations, even I believe I did this some on top of the Canifis rooftop. I took out some of the early combat achievement requirements, and that was just by literally leeching Cox tasks. These are the easiest because you don't even need to survive. You can stay in the first room and these get handed to you, whereas in Tob, I'll have to participate in the rooms and survive and do unique methods for a lot of those combat achievement tasks. But there will be some Cox tasks later on you'll see me do, I believe, in the next video, which are pretty insane, to say the least. Actually very insane. And yeah, be prepared for that. There's some very unorthodox methods I had to use to overcome some of the combat achievements. in raids 1, but for the majority of them, they were kind of handed to me. I just had to pay, you know, a lump sum for them from a boost team. But yeah, I kept getting my stats up, eventually went over to Tob, just got some normal Tob KC, and then, well, I went for some of the combat tasks, the easier ones first, and I had iron gear and some others I had paid to help carry me through these tasks. These tasks were extremely expensive. There were many failures, because especially in the Nyla room, you can die very easily. I had some ways to circumvent damage eventually, which was by using a Phoenix necklace and inflicting damage on myself with a 0 through a stall, which basically nulled all the rest of the damage. And yeah, I was able to complete a lot of these Tob tasks here. I also got a lot of Tob KC, and once again, like I said, we are now rank 1 on the level 3 scores for Tob KC. We're actually the only person ranked for that, so it's kind of cool. Not really a huge flex though. I mean, I did have to survive, and I do have to get enough points for white chests in order to pull the pet, but I can actually maximize my points out at 13 points, and the maximization for the pet chance is 10 points, so I can actually be 3 points ahead. If I die once on accident in any of these rooms, which does happen often, especially on bloat, if I get flied and I don't ticket in time, then I will drop down to 10 points, but I'll still be at the maximum. I'll only kind of decrease my chances of pulling the pet, being a 1 in, I believe, 650 chance whenever I do die twice in 2 separate rooms. Also, there's a weird bug where you can die twice in one room, by the way, in Nylo, in this weird spot. Check this out. So I continued on doing more quests, getting more poison dynamite. I spent a lot of time just collecting poison dynamite as well as farming nightshades, but eventually I got a lot of quests done. I got a lot of the kill count I needed done on the quest bosses. I even did one quest, which is kind of newer, and this just involved me staying above 10 HP because the NPC can one-hit me, and then walking in and out for this bear-like creature to basically kill himself with recoils. He's instanced though, so on this NPC, I didn't even need to poison dynamite it. Any of these instance NPCs, usually you don't even need to hit on. Okay, lastly, for the wildest adventure in today's video, Cold War quest, and I'm only like 12 XP till 2 attack, so this could literally fail my account. It drops 40 attack XP on the last step. There is a way to mitigate it. If you go into casual LMS and you poison the NPC killed on an alt while you're in LMS and the XP drops. You've seen this in my old Defense Saga video, but we had 0 XP on that account. This is a lot bigger of a risk. I could fail this entire account if someone kills me in casual, or especially if I did this in competitive and someone just kills me at the wrong time and the NPC dies to poison or recoil, and the 40 XP drops after I get kicked out of the LMS game. This could happen. So I took my chances with this, and unfortunately, this guy actually entered the casual LMS match like right as it went through. But I had already gotten the poison dynamite hit off and the poison which I needed on the Ice Fiend, in order to slowly kill it and grabbed aggro. I was all in at this point, taking my chances, and I was just like, you know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna run circles around this place and try and dodge this guy.
Okay, bro, we're sending it. I don't give a fuck about this fucking bastard. This guy's a bitch.
And of course, he spawned right next to the account I was actually on, trying to avoid, and he actually attacked that one out of like the 5 other accounts I had here at LMS. So my luck was insanely bad. I ran around for like 2 minutes, and this guy, I survived him. I was so scared. I was actually like shaking. Look at my reaction on this clip. It's actually insane. Alright boys, the entire account is literally at risk from this random Vinny. I'm gapping this man, I'm gapping him. The Ice Fiend has like one more round of poison left on it. Oh my god. This should be it. Yeah, baby, yes. Oh my god. I'm gonna kill this guy now. Man, fuck this guy. If you do want to hop in and donate to me while I'm streaming, once again, I'll put my link to the stream down below. Shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thanks for watching today's video, and subscribe for more content. So in the next video, expect even crazier combat task achievements, as well as, well, more fire making in remote locations, more donations, all of that good stuff. And eventually we'll get to something I had the greatest time of doing, honestly, in this game, and that was level 3 Perilous Moons completion. I'll show you how that went down. It took over 100 hours of research, of time, of just muscle memory to achieve that, but we'll get to that eventually. We'll get to it. It's really entertaining. Just to watch back, I'm like, wow, this looks insane. This is really cool. No level 3 had done this before, but look forward to that in future videos. As well, of course, look forward to the classic content. I believe the next episode of that should be out during the early half of September. Thank you all for coming and watching this video. I know it's different. I know you get to see my face more. I'm sorry. But once again, I wanted to give a shout out to our sponsor for today's video, War Thunder. Download the free game for PC or console in the description below. And by doing that, you can get the extra bonus pack, including premium vehicles and the exclusive vehicle decorator kit below.